What's up everybody, this is Ultimate iDevice Vids, and today in this video we're going to be doing a battery drain test between the Samsung Galaxy Note 20 Ultra and last year's Note 10 Plus. Now of course it's important to keep in mind that these tests should be taken with somewhat of a grain of salt, as there's a multitude of factors that contribute to how long a device's battery lasts, the tasks you're performing on the device, the screen brightness, the age of the battery, etc. In this video we're just going to be doing the same few tasks on both devices at the same time to see which one dies first. Also keep in mind that both of the devices that I'm using in this video are brand new, so the batteries are in tip-top shape on both devices in this test. And it's also worth mentioning, on the Note 20 Ultra, I am using the 120Hz refresh rate on the display, as you can see right here. And also, as you can see here, I set the brightness to 50% on both, and adaptive brightness is disabled on both. And as you can see here, both of these devices are connected to a power source, and they're currently 100% charged, so I'm going to go ahead and turn off the power source and disconnect both of the devices. So let's kick things off with a YouTube video streaming test. So we're going to load up the same YouTube video on both devices and let it play for around 2 hours, and then we'll come back and check in on the battery percentages. And we're also going to use the 11 Pro Max here as our timer. Alright, and I'll talk to you guys in a few hours. Alright, and coming up on 2 hours here, let's go ahead and check in and see where the battery percentages are at. So, the Note 20 Ultra is at 88%, and the Note 10 Plus is at 90%. So you can see here, the Note 10 Plus is showing a slight advantage. Could that be because of the slightly smaller display, or maybe the lack of a 120Hz refresh rate? I'm not sure. And they're more or less neck and neck here at this point. Alright, so let's go ahead and move on to a 4K video recording test. So we're going to go ahead and record using the 4K 60 frames per second mode on both devices with the flash on for 10 minutes, and then we'll check in and see where the battery percentages are at after that. And after 10 minutes, let's go ahead and check in on the battery percentages. The Note 20 Ultra is at 82%, and the Note 10 Plus is at 85%. So that same trend is continuing. The Note 10 Plus is still a little bit ahead of the Note 20 Ultra. So next we're going to do a 20-minute gaming test with Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. So we're going to go ahead and get into the game here, started, and we're just going to keep it active on the screen for around 20 minutes, and then we'll come back in and see where they're at. Alright, and after around 20 minutes of Grand Theft Auto San Andreas, the Galaxy Note 20 Ultra is at 80%, and the Note 10 Plus is at 82%. So once again, still a little bit of an advantage there on the Note 10 Plus. Alright, so now we're going to do a little bit of a web browsing test. So what this is going to be is I'm just going to head over to theverge.com on both devices, and I'm just going to hang around on theverge.com for around 25 minutes, and then we'll see where the battery percentages are at after that. And after about 25 minutes of hanging around on theverge.com, you can see the Note 20 Ultra is at 77% and the Note 10 Plus is at 80%. So once again, the same trend is continuing here. Next up, we're just going to hang around on the home screen for about 5 minutes, just in idle mode, just sitting on the home screen, and then we'll see what happens. And as you can see here, after just 5 minutes of sitting on the home screen, both devices just lost 1%, the Note 20 Ultra going to 76%, and the Note 10 Plus going to 79%. Next up, we're going to do a gaming test with Minecraft for about 10 minutes. So we're just going to get into the game here, and again, just hang around here with the game running on both for about 10 minutes. Alright, and after about 10 minutes of Minecraft, the Note 20 Ultra is at 72%, and the Note 10 Plus is at 77%. So again, that same trend is continuing here. So next up, we're going to do another 2 hours of YouTube video streaming. We're just going to play the same video again for 2 hours, then we'll come back in and see where the batteries are. Alright, and after another few hours of video streaming, the Note 20 Ultra is at 61%, and the Note 10 Plus is at 66%. So once again, that same trend continuing once again. But, at this point, they've both had several hours of on-screen time, and they're still doing pretty well in terms of battery. So, again, pretty impressed here on account of both devices. Alright, and next we're going to do about 30 minutes of Asphalt 9, so we're just going to load up the game and just, again, keep it up running on the screen for about 30 minutes. Alright, and after 30 minutes, the Note 20 Ultra is at 52%, and the Note 10 Plus is at 54%, so again, nothing new to note here. Next, we're going to be doing a front-facing video recording test for about an hour. We're just going to use the standard 1080p 30 frames per second on both. And again, we're just going to record with the front-facing camera, and I'll see you guys in about an hour. Alright, and checking in after an hour of front-facing video recording, you could see both of the devices are at 37%, so they've tied at this point and they're evened out. Alright, so now let's head back to the video streaming test on YouTube, and we'll see which one dies first. And about an hour and a half into the test, the Note 20 Ultra is at 27%, and the Note 10 Plus is at 29%, so the Note 10 Plus has once again come in the lead. And at this point, I'm also going to set the brightness on both devices to 100%, and we'll see how they react with full brightness. And checking in about 2.5 hours into the test, the Note 20 Ultra is at 20%, and the Note 10 Plus is at 23%. So again, the Note 10 Plus is still in the lead. And around 4 hours and 30 minutes into this final video streaming test, the display on the Galaxy Note 20 Ultra has automatically dimmed to conserve battery, as you can see. And around 5 hours and 2 minutes into the final video streaming test, the Note 20 Ultra has finally died. And the total screen time throughout this entire test was around 11 hours and 41 minutes. And checking in on the Note 10 Plus, you can see it's currently at 9%. And around 5 hours and 30 minutes into the final video streaming test, the Note 10 Plus's display has also dimmed to conserve battery life, as you can see. And funny thing, exactly 1 hour after the Note 20 Ultra died, the Note 10 Plus also dies. So 6 hours and 2 minutes into this final video streaming test, and 12 hours and 41 minutes of total screen time in this test. So the winner of this test is definitely the Note 10 Plus. And of course, your results could certainly vary depending on what you do on your device and, a variety of other factors. But in terms of this test, I'm not sure if it's the 120 Hz refresh rate or the slightly larger display on the Galaxy Note 20 Ultra that made it have worse battery life, or if it's just something completely unrelated. But that just about wraps it up for this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace out.